Today I want to talk about what are the reasons, how many reasons are there for the upper thread to break while using your single sewing machine 1301 model. I referred so many places in YouTube, and according to me, first reason is the upper thread is not properly wound around all those nooks and corners which they have given. How to check whether you have wound the thread properly through all the required corners is once you think you're finished threading, and when the presser foot is up, the thread should move easily. You should be able to pull as much thread as possible. That's the first thing to detect that your upper thread has been properly wound around all the winding spots. Second is the inner thread, or the upper thread is over. Now down, lower thread, you should check the bobbin. When you check the bobbin which is inside, it should not have any small cuts or creases. It should be full, nice and round, smooth. If there is those cuts, no, the thread can't pass easily and come out. Then when you put the bobbin into its case down, you should make sure that the thread comes from the left hand side, and after it comes through the left hand side, it should go through the groove. First two grooves are there, 1 and 2. It should go through the groove which is closer to the right and come out of the left, and then you have to use the manual hand wheel belt mover, and push your needle down into the socket, and that should bring the lower thread up. While doing that, you should hold the upper thread in your hand, in your left hand, and push the wheel in the right hand, the belt in the right hand. Then after you find the lower thread up, you should take a scale or something, and under the presser foot you must push both the threads backwards. Then you should start sewing. So these two could be problem. The third problem is, you have this motor behind your machine. It's attached to the machine with one screw. So in case after you started to sew, the belt doesn't move, what you need to do is that belt is not moving, you're pressing the pedal, trying to manually push the belt also using the hand wheel there, and it's not moving, that it's not starting to stitch. That means that the motor, between the motor and the belt, the connection is little loose. So what you need to do is you have to call your technician, and you have to make him check the motors. He asked me to press the motor down so that it will get proper connection, and that could be another reason. Then another reason, fourth reason is the thread itself, the thread wheel, thread which we buy, spool of thread. That spool, it has to be pure polyester, 100% polyester or spun polyester thread, then it won't break. And that tension, you should check if the thread is not moving, upper thread is not moving through the wheels properly, then you have to check the tension also. Best to keep the tension at 2. Okay. The next thing is the spool of thread. It should be 100% polyester or it should be spun polyester. And then when it is passing through, we should check that it is properly passing through all the grooves which are given there. And then that is the fourth reason. So there are so many things that you need to check before you start sewing. And you need to service your machine or put oil in all the specific places. These are the reasons.